Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new video in programming the finite element method using MATLAB. Now in this video I want to remind you very quickly what we have arrived so far. So far we are in the STR controller and we are basically creating FEM objects from STR lines. So we started by creating our releases and now we are about to create our FEMBarBeams. However, FEMBarBeams have not yet been programmed, so I need to program those objects before I can use them. Now, as per usual, the quick reminders that this is part of two video series, one of the finite element method and the other one about programming, and of course that our channel members have access to the source code. However, if you're not a channel member, then don't worry, because every single line of code will be written in front of you, so you can write along and have the exact same code as mine. So with that being said, let's dive into FEMBarBeams. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Alright, so since we are going to do a new object, we're going to click on this new document here. I'm going to save it, and I'm going to call it it's FEMBarBeam. Okay? I'll hit the OK button here, and I'm going to class def FEMBarBeam and end the class def. So this is going to be an object that is a FEMBarBeam. Now here, I'm going to go quickly to the FEMBarSpring and copy some of the stuff, like the properties and those properties. I think I need them all. I don't think I need this. I'm just going to copy this anyway, and then I'm going to remove what I don't need. So let me just copy that thing. Also, I just noticed that I defined something called section and material. I don't think I need those. Those are inconsequential for FEMBarSprings, I guess. So okay, let's go back to FEMBarBeam and see what we need there and what we don't need there. So I think we don't need those spring-specific stuff, because we have here bar-specific stuff, let me call it. So here, FEMBarBeam. I think I should make it small. Beam-specific stuff, okay? Which is a section and the material. Although I'm still kind of not happy about having the section and material, I don't think I need it, because I have the corresponding STR line and it does have a section. And you know what? Let's delete it and be a little bit more efficient. Even the Vx, Vy, Vz is not consequential because I have the corresponding STR line, but let's keep them for now. Not really sure, I might get back and delete it. Okay, so those are the properties, which means those are the things that a FEMBarBeam has. Now to the things that the FEMBarBeam can do, which is the methods. Here, of course, we need the constructor and the methods. So I'll just basically create a constructor, function, object, equals FEMBarBeam. And like the spring, let me check the spring very quickly. I just need two nodes and the rest can be calculated. Let me just cheat a little bit from the oh, I need the ID also. You know what? I think I can copy this entire thing, run away with it. So let me just go to FEMBarBeam here and paste that stuff and see what I have. So FEMBarBeam needs ID FEMnode1, FEMnode2. That's true. That's still the same thing. Then here the FEMnode1 gets assigned to FEMnode1. That's still okay. FEMnode2 as is. For refreshing, I find the Vx, Vy, and even the length. What's this? There's an error here. Value class modifies object must return. I don't understand this. Wait. Value class method that modifies the object must return the modified object. So does he want me to return the object? That's what he wants? Really? That doesn't make any sense. It worked all the time. I'm just kind of not happy about this warning. Let me check the FEMBarSpring if he was also giving me the same warning. No, the FEMBarSpring doesn't have the warning. So what gives? Why is this not a warning and this a warning? Maybe he wants me to call FEMBarBeam. Is that the thing? Is that your problem? That's the. You know what? Let's close and open again. Maybe it's a hiccup. I mean, we are modifying not only an object, we are modifying the object. So why should I return it back? And it has been working perfectly in every single encounter before. Okay, so for the string here, we're going to say FEMBarBeam, and everything stands as it is. Okay, so fantastic. We have our FEMBarBeam defined. There is much more to that, but for now, that is enough. And wait, maybe... wait a minute. I see. Is that really the thing? Is it just because I'm not inheriting from handle? It's apparently yes. Oh, disaster averted. Okay, because this would be a very hard thing to find. Okay, fine. So now everything is fine. Now I'm happy. So we defined our FEMBarBeam as a member or object. Back to this point, we have done everything seems to be right. So we need to go back to str controller, right? Because here is where the magic is going to happen. We are going to define the FEMBarBeams here. So how do I do that? Well, let's remind ourselves. We are defining or creating the FEM objects from the str lines. So we are cycling through the str lines, we are sorting the nodes, and then we are creating two springs for the start and the end. However, we still have to create the FEM bars for anything in between. In the previous videos, I actually kept track of the original start and end of the nodes. This is going to be the two indices that will have FEMBarBeams in between them. So I think I already laid out the groundwork for that. It should be easy for me to do it. So I think that the only thing I need to do is to run a loop for, I need to make sure what my loop index is here. Do I have the I index? Let me just click here or just hover over it. This is the J index. Yeah, I messed something up. This is supposed to be outside the loop. Fine. What is this? This is the if statement for the release. This should be outside the loop. And even this should be outside the loop. So let me take this out. For the release, this entire release thing should not be inside the loop because the release check is something for the line. I misplaced it. And I'm going to explain. So the problem here, okay, I need to show this to you for people who are writing along for consideration. You see, in my FEM controller, line 616, when I declared start index and end index and started to check for the release, so from the line with start index and going through the release at the beginning and at the end and the generation of the bar and the end here and the end here. This end is for the if statement for the end release, and this end is for the release. This entire release block, so all the way until this entire brouhaha, where we check the releases, all the way until start index, this block of code should be outside the cycle or the loop of the nodes. Yeah, this should make sense now. Okay, let's check. Let's Control A and Control I here to auto indent. Because, yeah, see, now this makes sense because we are looping for the nodes and creating the FEM nodes. That's the only thing we're doing here. So why should this extend? Okay, that was a wash. I mean, otherwise I would create... like if I have a line with 3 nodes, I would create 3 springs. It doesn't make any sense. Or 6 springs if it's both released. No, that's incorrect. So now we are back on track. Okay, FEM nodes sorted. Am I missing something? No, I'm not missing something. So here okay, finally. I'm sorry for this bug. I think, I told you I'm programming as I speak. So those are, of course, necessarily part of the programming experience. Okay, so back to our point. Let's start creating our FEMBarBeams. Now I kept tabs on the starting index and the ending index of the nodes that has beams in between them. So we need to start creating those. So what I will do is I will go for a J loop because the I loop is for the lines. So here I'm going to declare a J loop for J from 1 to, okay, no, not from 1, from start index, because I've taken tabs of it, all the way to end index. Not end index. Because those are the true FEM nodes. Because I might have added a FEM node in the beginning for the beginner release and a FEM node in the end for the end release. So this should make sure that I'm grabbing only the correct FEM nodes. Okay, so what do I need? Well, let's fish them out. FEM node 1. Let's call it, I don't know, FEM node 1 real, maybe, or new node start, maybe. Yeah, FEM node start makes more sense. This is FEM node sorted of what? I don't know. Of, let's say we have one node here, and this is a release, and another node, and another node, another node, another node, and another node with a release. Okay? So this is, of course, here there is an R. Now here we have the nodes I need a beam here, and I need a beam here, a beam here, and a beam here. So I kept tabs. In this case, for this constellation, the start index is going to be number 2, and the end index is going to be, let's count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be 6, right? Is it going to be 6? Let me just check how I define it. This is very dangerous, ladies and gentlemen. I need to be very careful now. Okay, let's check. So the end index is the length, right? So in our case, here, before I define anything, the end index is 5. The end index is 5. When I added one, I actually incremented it. You can see it here in action. When I found a release, I defined it and I incremented the end. So now it's 6. And that's correct so far. Now I'm going to make a beam between 2, 3, and 3, 4, and 4, 5, and 5, 6. So my J shouldn't go to 6. It should only go to 5. I'm very worried. I am very, very, very worried. Let's put here -1 here. And put here a to-do danger zone. Okay, so fem nodes sorted, that's J. I'm very worried about this. And then fem node end, wait, it doesn't even make sense. So start index 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, fine, let's do it. Fem nodes sorted, not this one, but the next one. Here, I'm going to declare FEMBAR. So FEMBarBeam, and this equals object.add FEMBAR. I haven't declared it yet, did I? I don't think so. I don't think I have declared it. Let's do it anyway. Fem node start and not dot. And fem node end, I did not declare it yet. But then FEMBAR beam dot corresponding str line, this equals the line we have. And yeah, let's add it to the list. So let's add FEMBarBeam here. This function is not added yet, so I need to add it. Well, let's go to add FEMBarSpring and copy that thing because we have it already. So where is the add FEMBarSpring function? Let's see, section region, material, release, node, where is it? There we go, FEMBarSpring, that's the one, right? So fem object definitions, yep. Let's make this smaller. Let's Ctrl V here. This is gonna be FEMBarBeam, and we're gonna add a FEMBarBeam. We're gonna take the object, fem node 1, fem node 2. We're gonna check if it exists, but if it exists, I give it back. And if it doesn't, I'm gonna give me one by declaring FEMBarBeam constructor, and then I'm gonna add it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm pretty sure I have a million bugs in this code. Okay, so I think we added our FEMBarBeam. If we go back to our create objects from str lines, we aren't here yet. We added our FEMBarBeam. We also added the corresponding thing here. I think something that needs to be done is that the str lines must know exactly what the FEMBars are. Because, for example, you might be interested in drawing the bending moment diagram of a line which consists of multiple beams of the mesh. So I need the line to know what FEMBars have been added. I think I will double-click str line now. I'll open it. And in the properties, I must add something here called FEMBars. Yeah, I think this is important because I want the str line to know exactly what FEMBars have been added to it. Meaning, in the controller, when I create a FEMBarBeam, I'm going to call in the line for FEMBars and add to it the FEMBarBeam. Now you're wondering, why didn't you add the springs? Because the springs do not contribute to the bending width diagram or the shear force diagram of the line. So here, FEMBarBeam. I'm pretty sure that if you run this code, you will have a million bugs. I still need to debug it, especially here. I'm very, very worried about this. But I need to check this next time because I think I'm already out of energy for this. That's that. So yeah, that's everything I wanted to talk about today. I hope you enjoyed. And in the end, I want to give a FEMBarBeam-sized shout out to my dear channel members in the contributor level and the helper level whose names are going to be shown on the screen. I want to thank them from the bottom of my heart, as their support to the channel is priceless to me, and enables me to provide you with videos hopefully on time and with a certain quality I try to achieve, and for that I am forever thankful. In the end, I hope that you enjoyed the video and you found it beneficial. If you have enjoyed the video, then please consider liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and so on, especially subscribing because it helps increase the reach of my channel. As per usual, this is the Civil Engineering Essentials channel, and we'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye.